Yes, good morning, Mr. Roy. How are you?
I'm getting fine. How are you doing out there?
I'm doing okay. Thank you so much. And thank you to sacrifice your Sunday to me for this project. I know that it's early in my side, but it's a little bit through the noon, but it's okay. Thanks, really appreciate a lot that you have your time with me on Sunday for
Right.
executive assistant job profession. So
Absolutely.
this means a lot to me. I don't want to take you longer here, but nice to meet you before we start.
Oh my God. Once again, I would like to repeat the same thing. It's an honor for me to connect with you after a very, after doing a lot of exercises day before tomorrow. We were trying a lot to connect together, but we could not. But finally, still today also, I was like, what?
Thanks to God final. Maybe it was because that you were outside
Oh,
on Friday when we tried and the connection was bad. So the
right.
voice was not so much clear to continue this project.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so Mr. Roy,
yeah.
my name is Serpil Soykan. I have been executive assistant for almost 18 years. I'm climbing up to 20 years, so I'm very proud. I love my job, and
Yeah.
this project is just to increase the consciousness of this job profession, as I stated in my text. So before we start, I would like you to introduce yourself to us here, who you are, where you are working, what you are doing, please.
Yeah, this is Pankaj Roy from India, executive assistant to registrar in one of the university, Amity University. You must be knowing the name,
Mhm.
or you may log on to this site. Amity University, a very well-known university around the globe. I'm actually the executive assistant to registrar working here for
Mhm.
2 years, and for particularly for executive assistant I have around more than 10 years of experience in this field. uh, yeah, earlier I have worked in so many organizations, but currently I'm working, as I told you, at Amity University. It's been a very fantastic experience. I have been learning a lot of things from here, and it's really a very productive environment for executives that one can get, one can get into, and one can learn a lot of things from here, which I really experienced, and I
Uh-huh.
finally, I really can say that in early organizations, being I was not being used, but I would say that yes, my body, my soul, my mind, my expertise, my value is being used extraordinarily being in this environment. And really, only executive assistant can do this, you know this.
Yeah, great. So I can start with my first question. The first one is, what's executive assistant, what's not? Can you tell us how you see this position as being one of the executive assistants?
See, it's a very, very responsible job, because executive assistant is attached, and your senior most officer is completely dependent on you. You're actually the soul part of him or her. You have to maintain the confidentiality at the highest level
Exactly.
regarding any employee, right? And you have to maintain the daily routine, the calendar, the minutes of meeting, and you have
Exactly.
to be just alert every moment that what your boss is, what actually boss wants from you, because you have been hired for that particular thing. You know that. No other person. Mr. Roy has been hired for that. You know,
Yeah.
not Purple is hired for that. So we are responsible for our job, and because we are doing for job, we have been paid. Why we are paid? For our mind, for our strength, for our work, for our uh, maturity only. And only executive assistant have that level of maturity, that
And
um, a chairperson or a chairman or CEO rely upon a lot, isn't it? Yeah, yeah,
And it's also a difficult, a crucial position for a company. You have no excuse to forget anything. You need to be always online, mobile, and reachable, trustable. And from my perspective, being reachable, also being a reliable person. If your manager can reach you anytime, he is calling you at the time that he needs you, and he can reach you at the same time, it means that Sapri is always on track, following up my planning, and I just want to make sure that she's always with me, whatever happens. But think please that there is a manager and he's calling his assistant even at night or during the weekend, and the assistant has a mind that okay, boss may not need me at the weekends, and she's throwing the phone away, and the manager is calling her and not reachable, and how this manager can trust his assistant. So from my perspective also, as I said, reachable means also a reliable person from for my manager.
absolutely, 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 because it's a very responsible one.
Exactly. And the second question is, would you please tell one of your day, what you are doing? Okay, you get into the office, how your day starts and going on.
Actually, I just maintain my to-do list. To-do
Uh-huh.
list. Yeah, that what I have to conduct the next day and how many works I have done today, whether it has been done completely or like how much I will have to involve. Even it is done on the priority wise as well. You know this priority wise. You know that you
Yeah,
cannot
yeah,
engage in all sort of things like okay, the thing which you have to deal on the next week, you are so much suppressed for that and you have started planning for that. No, let it be on for that day only. But what executive assistant should do here, you should think you should select the work priority wise. When you give the work and when you conduct yourself priority wise, then I think that it is a very effective one because boss wants you to see the thing on the priority. He tells you a lot of things, or you might have a lot of work to deal with, that. But
yeah.
which to select, which to keep in file, and when to, also things that an executive assistant, a managerial quality, I would say, to manage the work as a whole part. So it's a very good thing, and here one will have to apply the mind. How much he or she can apply, it's a very good thing. It's a good part as well. Yeah.
Okay, so the third question is, you told me that you also have experience around 10 years, right? So it
Right.
means that you are also a successful one at your work. So what are the key elements of your success? Would you please tell us what you are doing, what these key elements that you can indicate?
As far as the key element is concerned, the thing is that as I have told you that I have more than 10 years of experience in this field. Uh, the element that executive assistant must possess in him or herself is the patience.
Yeah,
Patience, because you have to give
exactly.
your 8 or 9 hours, 8 and 9 hours in a particular office. You have to see the people, you have to face the people, you have to give the priority as well. You have to listen to your boss, your colleague. And just like I say that it is very important to select anyone, I mean, select, you will have to be very much selective. So this element, the moment when it is it will come into you, definitely your way conduct of doing your work will be smooth, I would say this. And second thing is that skill part. You know this skill part. You must be aware with the stenography, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the stenography is such a thing that if somebody, you are in middle of something and suddenly you heard of something that boss has indicated, come and please, because we are into the university, we have to deal with a lot of children, a lot of young children, and so many, minutes of meeting, and so many meetings are conducted every day, so we will have to be, fully in sound, you know
Uh-huh.
so what he actually is saying, you start writing and start typing and produce all such things immediately in front of his table. So it becomes so, this, what I said, skill part. You must be equipped with the skill. I mean,
By the way,
writing skill.
stenography is still at universities as lessons. Stenography.
Pardon? Yeah,
Uh,
stenography.
Stenography is still in university because at my term, I graduated from Marmara University. It was one of the lessons that we were having during my university life. I had these lessons for 2 years, but if you ask me if you ever used that, but never. Because just we are writing up very quickly and take some notes, some take headings that we can remember later on. But for stenography, I
Right.
never used. Is it being used at
Uh,
your university?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It
great.
is. It is
Really?
being highly used. Yeah, I use it every day. What I said, if
Wow.
boss is like, yeah, every day I have to do with this. I take the dictation. I write down in stenography. So
That's
what I'm
nice.
focusing on, if you asked about the elements that a executive assistant should possess, is the quality of stenography as well. Because maybe you were somewhere out of the office and your boss is on the over the phone and talking to you. He cannot say, like, give you the dictation the way you want. He will be in speedy mode and you are over the phone, and
Mm.
I just start writing, and simultaneously I have to type, and I have to WhatsApp, or I have to mail him immediately, so that he can cross check that what has he dictated right now. So this is what the skill that one should possess, and that I have. It's a very important thing I would like to focus on. Yeah, that will make you very successful, and your value will also be increased among your group, among your say among the university,
That's
because you will
nice.
be the very unique one.
Yeah, that's nice because since I graduated from university, I have never used stenography, and maybe it's a lack of mine. And I'm just
Yeah.
thinking recently that instead of that lesson at university here in Turkey, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe this lesson
Okay.
can be replaced with another one that is useful here, that is applied here, let's say, that can be more
Okay.
productive for students, because I never heard from any executive assistant that I'm using stenography. But it's good that you are using that. Maybe I can think of having using that. Why not? I will check my previous university time. So maybe I can start working
Uh,
on that. But it, as
Definitely,
far as
Shafir.
I remember,
Being an assistant, being the same, I would definitely assist you to at least start. It is nothing is impossible in this world. We human being are making the thing very impossible, but it can easily be turned into the possibility if we have a bit of sense that no, I have to reach to that particular point where I have one another thing to be adopted, and it can be the part of your success. So I think you should look for that as well, because it will be the part of your resume, and you will be
exactly.
taking a more advantage.
Exactly. Thanks for pointing out that here. Now I feel bad, but positive badly, less bad, positively bad,
Okay.
because I am a passionate person. Okay, so
I
if
know.
someone can do that something, it doesn't mean that I get jealous or trying to push him down. I'm just trying
Right.
to ask myself why I can't do that. Why? Why?
Why?
Why? So
Right.
I focus on it and try to find out the ways that how can I do that efficiently. So I will definitely check after this interview. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. because we have a lot more things to discuss after it.
Exactly.
And yeah, and I would also like to focus on the Excel part. Excel part, MS Excel. Um, Excel is the most important thing. Like you have to deal with the billings, you have to do the data entry. Hello,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm here.
you have to do you have to do the data entry, and you have to maintain the many things, your many related things which can be easily done through MS Excel. um, PowerPoint presentation, one of the very finest thing. If your
Right.
boss wants, if your boss is sitting into the table in a conference room, and who he will ask to present the presentation, definitely to executive assistant to form the PowerPoint presentation. So you will have to be very much creative. A PowerPoint presentation is what? It is all about live telecasting. It is all about your live presentation. And your motto should be to make your presentation perfect, so that you, as I told you, that you are not an executive assistant. You are the soul of your boss. Boss should feel proud on you that yes, my assistant has shown something different today, which has really enticed, which has really lured the people sitting here, and I will have to impress not myself. An executive assistant cannot make proud himself. I am presenting myself by giving the PowerPoint presentation through my boss. I'm making him happy. I'm making him proud that yes, he is the person whom he believes a lot, is a very creative mind. He
It's
has a
also a
lot
part
of
of our job. It's also a part of our job to honor our boss wherever he
yeah,
is, even we are in the same meeting or we are separate. If he even sees compliments about us from another people that oh your assistant is doing that many things and he can get
right.
proud and if he gets proud, we are also having this honor in ourselves.
Exactly, and your value certainly increases. This. I also would like to, in mid of it, would like to know about you, the how much you deal, what is your method of dealing of the work in your office, and what part that you really engaged in usually.
Mhm. Right. Okay, and the last question is any suggestion that you can give your colleagues, to me, to other executive assistants, and also and especially the ones at university and high school who will be the future assistants because they need the real, the exact suggestions that we can give through to them. It's important because they just see this profession on the books, no practical lessons or nothing. So
Mhm.
any suggestion, it can be also a training, a seminar or a webinar that you can follow up also to improve your career.
Right. Um, for a beginner, he must focus on some of the very basic thing, like uh, especially related to the computer, because he doesn't have to do the field work. He doesn't have to, he's an executive assistant who really sits in front of the system, right? So
Right.
he's actually should have a very good accessibility in typing. First, typing, starting from the level of typing, so that not tick 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 tick, not from one single. He must have the good speed of typing at least 45 words per minute in English or in any other regional languages. That I'm focusing on the typing part. Second, to 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 develop, if he or she does the stenography. I know it's a very toughest one, because if you're typing, because the stenography is also the part of that, because you will take the discussion, you will put your paper on the table, and you will start typing. That is also the part of that. Yes, it is a very poisonous thing. Stenography is a very poisonous thing, but literally and frankly speaking, if you hold it, your value certainly increases. I'm telling you. Second, third thing, MS Word. Four, MS Excel. Five, in future, I'm just talking about the learners. In future, he or she must be focused on the PowerPoint presentation. That how much it is all about the creativity, how much she can think, how much she has ability to think over the matter. The point that he can give over the title and everything which is required slide by slide. You know that, and simultaneously the observing capacity and quick learn capacity, that how what your boss wants, because he has to be for the whole life, he will have to, or she will have to serve under a boss. He will be the senior most one, you know so what actually he wants, he doesn't want to be you very foolish one. Oh my god, he doesn't understand that the way I want him to do, or she doesn't understand the way as I want her to do. The listen first. If you want to success, then listen your boss carefully, that what actually he is saying to you. If you're not understanding, you must have a kind of creativeness to say, sorry sir, I did not get you, can you please repeat, so that you cannot produce the very wrong information in front of his table. After
Yeah.
that, what will happen? He will start barking at you. He will start say pointing out at you that what I am saying and what are you putting over here, try to understand. This. So these are the very basic thing. Attention, he or she should be very much attentive, just like you are listening me very attentively.
Thank you.
So these are the very basic thing that one should have. Definitely after it, all filing work, all documentation process will simultaneously be done. It will definitely work very fantastic.
Yeah.
You will give a very fantastic result to your boss. Yeah.
Well, so one moment. Okay. So, Mr. Roy, thank you so much for adding value to this project. And I'm done with my questions. And maybe I started this project individually on Serpil's side, but it became our project because, as I tell to all executive assistants, I can't do anything. I can't change anything. I can't put another awareness for to another people to increase the consciousness of these executive job professions. So when we are together as all EA or PA like
Yes.
this, wherever we are, it's not important where we are. You are in India, but I'm in Turkey. So in any way, somehow we are connected. So life is
We are,
too small. So we need each other. We need to stay connected to improve this profession. Thank you so much.
absolutely.
Really appreciate.
Thank you so much and nice to talk to you. Thank you so much. Thank
Exactly.
you.
And take care, stay safe, and stay connected. Okay.
I have one another. I have 2 points to share with you.
Okay.
One, one. In coming future, just like you were conducting this seminar individually, right?
Yeah.
Individually, I think that we should be in a particular frame across the world, so that I particularly can cross question that how much you do, what is your process, how much you can, how much you do and everything. It will be a very finest program over there if you conduct it. Second thing is that the way on talking on a very technical issue, executive assistant can do many more things for the society as well,
Yeah.
because he can open up his own institution to nourish the new children. What he has a stenography. He can conduct the class of stenography. He has typing skill. He can ask the student and can open up the class of that. He can have a very extra amount of money from there. He is a masterpiece one. Executive assistant is not a very, you say, cheapest thing. Very valued person of an organization, I'm telling you. So
Exactly.
he's an extraordinary person. He himself is a university.
Yeah.
You know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right,
Yeah.
Mr. Roy.
And literally, because in this particular scenario, as you know, that COVID is around us, it has taken the
Yes,
many
yeah.
lives, uh, many lives, and in during this period, many of the executive assistant might have lost their job.
Yeah,
So
here's the
I have
same.
a, I have a, I have a deepest sympathy for them. Definitely, they will get the job very soon because they are the master one, and master cannot sit easily. I I have this particular thing from my soul that I'm sharing with you. Um, so this is what I have. I will be get in touch with you, and I
Yeah,
request
sure.
you to arrange such type of seminar also in near future, so that I personally can counter question to other executives from other country. You know that.
Why not? Sure, because the cover of our responsibilities also change as per the culture we are working in. Because what you are
Yeah.
doing in India and what I am doing in Turkey is definitely different. So maybe we can connect our capabilities, our experience in the future together, and we can make a panel, a webinar in the
Yeah.
future online. Why not? And we can also invite a couple of students from India who will be
Yeah.
the future assistants and here in Turkey side. And especially I would like to invite the guys because we are also trying to overcome the consciousness that executive assistants are only women, ladies, but it's not. In Turkey, there
Yeah.
is a consciousness on that. So
Yeah.
the guys are coming near me at high school and they are trying to, they want me to make a click in their minds. No,
Yeah.
guys also can do that position and they are very
Yeah.
successful and we are giving good examples to them to make them be executive assistants. So the next
Yeah.
example I will give the students in high school is you. Look,
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Roy, Mr. Roy
I'm very
in India,
fortunate.
executive assistant, and he's very successful. And he also shared his experience with you. So follow up him and see how guys can be also a successful executive assistant. So we can, as I
Okay.
said,
It will be
can
like,
connect our strengths, our power
yeah.
together. We can
Yeah.
create a big light, a big click in all around the world. Nothing is impossible. Just
Yeah.
have patience and follow up your patient. That's it.
Right. 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 You're absolutely right. And it will be my honor to tell them subjectively and practically as well. I
We
would
need
say
to
only this
think.
thing.
We need to think of that, but of course, it's a secret mission project, so not all trying to broadcast here. So we can discuss it later on.
Later
How
on.
we
Later
can
on.
manage that. So thank you so
Exactly.
much once again
Thank you so much. Thank you so much
for
for being
your
connected with me.
contribution. I'm really
And
happy to know you.
many of the person I have seen from South Africa as well being connected in your program, as I'm not wrong. Yeah, from around the world.
I appreciate everyone, every executive assistant, because people may think that I know these people, but believe me, I don't know. I'm just trying to connect the people via LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a professional page, and also we are also making professional job. I'm just trying to connect executive assistant for interview, and they
Yeah,
are accepting like you. Thank you so much. Some don't want to involve because of some reasons, but it's still okay. I'm not telling, okay, go away. Never. Just say thank you so much, but stay connected because we need each other. It's very important, but I'm really happy to know each of you. And um, like Sherry from South Africa. She's great. She is wonderful. And maybe, I don't know if you have watched the interview with her. She really
okay.
gave good information to us and also to future assistants and with examples, with her experience. She is also great. So I also suggest you and also one more time to myself, maybe just to remember what we have talked, because it's important that I'm also watching our interviews every day, just
Yeah.
as an audience, like that. Why not?
Huh.
Because we need
Why
to
not?
refresh our minds. We
Huh.
can't stay stable, like, okay, I
Huh.
know everything, I am done, I'm not accepting any information from other people. We are not like that. So we need each other. I need your experience. I need the
Huh.
information which will come from you or any executive assistant, because what the way I follow up maybe took you wrong, or what you way you follow up maybe took me wrong. So we need each other's information to follow up the
Absolutely.
success.
Absolutely. Just like a while ago, I told you that you are so much attentive and you are listening very carefully.
Okay, well,
Okay.
thank you so much. So I really appreciate it. I'm happy to know you. Please let me know if you are traveling to Turkey. I will be so happy to meet you in person, and I will definitely inform you if I fly to India. I am a big fan of India. I love India a lot. I love
Come to
India.
India. This man will be always for you there, and definitely, if I get opportunity to go to Turkey, definitely I would meet you personally as well, because you're from the same profession. Definitely, sales connects over here. That yes, my friend is living there. One of my friends is living over there. So somewhere it just happened that yeah, Turkey is mine. India is mine.
Exactly. And if I to India,
South Africa, America is mine somewhere.
and if I to India next year, I will definitely call you, because, as I said, India is my great love. I love
Oh,
India. Definitely. Not actually, I planned it this year, but COVID-19 stopped everything. So next year, I hope that we will
definitely,
make a chance
take
to
you. I will
together.
take you to my university. Will introduce you with my
Oh
vice
my
chancellor,
God.
my registrar, my director, sir. My vice chancellor, Doctor say Raman Kumar Jha in Hindi. We say my registrar. It is Prabhakar Tripathi, who is my boss. Who is my boss? Registrar, because I'm
Uh-huh.
working under him. And the director of Amity University at Ranchi location, Dr. Ajit Kumar Pandey, is the director, the most powerful person, I would say. And so definitely, once you come here, I would definitely take you to my office. It's a very good building, and consists around 5,000 students, and very good university it is. You can log it on and you can go through our university. It's a very good campus, and you will be very much, you will be feeling very, what I say, uh, pleased to come here, to be at least to see the scenario over here, to see our infrastructure and everything that I'm in.
I will be honored. I will be honored, believe me. Thank you, really. And we will stay connected, okay?
Okay, okay, definitely, definitely. But okay, after this, I will have a lot of things to discuss.
Okay, take care then. Stay connected.
Thank you,
Okay,
thank you so
see
much.
you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.